Scott Duxberry. Congratulations, Scott. I should mention also Chris Stark here with us in the studio too. Won't leave you behind. You must have visualised this moment for months and months and months. It's here. Absolutely. How do you describe the emotions going through you right now, Scott?
It's surreal. I mean, I genuinely believed we would do it, but for it to actually arrive and the manner in which we did it, with the stress, 1-0, it's surreal. It's the finest moment I've had in football. Wow. It's remarkable, and to be surrounded with friends, with Chris, with the team, it's superb, absolutely superb.
I really wanted Scott to come here, and I was just talking to Scott down there and sort of dragged him up so he could come and speak here, because I think with Scott, I'm going to talk for you a tiny bit here, Scott, and then I'm sure Emma's got a couple more questions. But I think with Scott, I see him, obviously I know Scott, and I see him at games, and I see how passionate he is. And I see just now, when I was out there, how much this means to him. He's got his family here. And I think, and I'm talking in front of you here, Scott, I think sometimes people don't see Scott as the fan that he is here. I've never seen a guy so angry after a football match. I've never seen a guy so happy after a football match. He puts everything into this team, this ground, and I think, and as a matter, I just want to say, I think you should be super proud. And seeing those pictures, I know that means so much to you, doesn't it?
What does this mean to you? I mean, you've said how much of a highlight it is, but you also mentioned the word stress in what you were saying there. And it's been an incredibly challenging year for everyone. But Scott, you've been right at the front of this, driving this train. We finally made it, but I can't even begin to imagine what your day-to-day has looked like.
I think that's the key. It's the stress of everything. I mean, relegation's tough as it is. When you have a worldwide pandemic, you have the coronavirus, it nearly brought the club to its knees. And to be able to navigate through that and come back and be back in the Premier League, it's everything. This club means everything to me. And there was moments where it was touch and go, whether we thought we could actually continue. But we managed to find a way through, we managed to adapt, and we've got back to the Premier League, which is, it's everything for this football club. It's the biggest achievement in my career.
Isn't that incredible? Because for me, we've had some amazing moments with the Pozzos and Scott in charge of this football club. We've had some amazing moments, and yet that was the first thing you said to me when I saw you on the pitch, and you're there celebrating in front of me, and you say that this is the biggest achievement.
Why is it? What makes it?
Because everything was against us. We had the worldwide pandemic, we had no fans here, everything was against us. As a club, we stopped for a year and we were relegated. I mean, that is tough to actually deal with. And we had to do that, and we had to keep a team that was competitive with literally no income that was coming into the football club. So for us to be able to deal with that and get a team spirit to come back, remarkable.
I think, though, the thing we have to point out, Scott, is when you rewind sort of 9-10 months ago when we were relegated, we didn't really respond to it like a lot of clubs do. You maintain the staff. We kept the core of players, which when a lot of clubs get relegated, they don't do that. But it's down to you and the Pozzos and the approach that you took. The bottom line is you were very brave. I don't think we were ever recognised as a championship club. We didn't accept that status. And I think it's your attitude that's transcended down into the players, and that's how they've believed. But I'll use it again, you were brave. Do you look back, do you reflect on it like that? It was a bold move to make.
I like to think that, I said from day one, that if we're all together, we'll achieve great success. And I view it as a family. And there was moments where the family was a little bit against us. They didn't see quite what we were doing. But I like to think that as we proved what we were trying to do, the family stayed with us. And then they saw that we were trying to build a football club that was going to achieve success, because there was moments where we weren't perhaps achieving what we thought we would do, and people were turning against us and the fans were turning against us, but we believed in what we were doing, we believed in the players, we believed in the vision, and then people came with us. And
I think that can happen with a football club as well, can't it? In that, as a fan, I think you can have an idea of what owners, chairman, the top tier management of a football club are, that they have a different agenda to you just as a fan. And actually, I think what's really amazing about what's happened since we've been relegated, and I've seen it firsthand, which is part of the reason why I wanted to sort of drag Scott up here a little bit, is that I've never seen Scott stop caring. I've never seen him stop stressing. I've never seen him stop celebrating when we win. He's the first to text me when we win. He's the first to sort of temper some of my overexcitement sometimes when I've had a couple of drinks and I need to let him know. And my point is, I think I know how much it means to Scott seeing the pictures of families enjoying today, and it is really harsh that we can't all be in the Vic today and celebrating. But I think it's also really nice that we can all celebrate like this and actually talk straight after a game, because I don't think we really get to talk after a game like this in this sort of way.
You tell us, Scott, what does it mean to you that you have delivered, this beacon of light in what has been a really dark time for a lot of people?
It means everything. I mean, I've always said from day one that together we can achieve great things, and it's not just rhetoric, it's the truth. And that's been our biggest strength, that as a fan base, as an ownership, as a management, we're all together. And if we stay together, we will continue to achieve great things. Like, we've had 5 years in the Premier League. There was a worldwide pandemic, circumstances dictated, we were relegated. First attempt, we're back. That's not because of me, that's not because of Gisco, it's because we're all together as a football club. We're a united football club, and we should be very, very proud of that.
It feels that as well. What do you think?
Yeah, you feel like a family, a Watford family.
I feel so happy to be a Watford fan.
Families fall out, and I get it. In January and December, what's Scott doing? I get it, families fall out, but we're a family. Yeah. And if we stay true together, we will continue to achieve great things.
Yeah, we certainly will. Listen, we do still have 2 games to go. I hate to remind you, but what does the process look like for you now? Will you allow yourself to enjoy this? We talked a lot here about, and I can feel it, the relief from you, Scott, that we have got this done. Are you going to allow yourself to enjoy this?
Scott's off to the pond.
100%, I can sleep now. I've not slept for weeks, for months, so now I can sleep, and it's great. Because that's where we've moved Watford. We are a Premier League football club. That's where we should be. So it's great we've had a fantastic season in the Championship. It's great that we've won 10 consecutive games and we're fantastic, but we're a Premier League football club. That's where we've moved Watford. We came here 8 years ago. We are now an established Premier League football club, and that's where we belong. Yeah. It's fantastic we're back.
We are back. We are Premier League.
We're back.
It feels so good to be able to say. Do you have a final message for the fans? They're all tuned in at home.
My final message is the message that I said when I first came here, that is, if we stay together and we believe in each other, we'll achieve great things. We're going to have moments where we disagree, like any good family, but if we stay together, we will achieve great things. And this is why we've achieved this moment, because we're together.
It's quite EastEnders, isn't it? Family.
Well, it's
true.
All
family.
We are a family, and this is an incredible moment. So I hope everybody is savouring it at home. And Scott, I hope you savour it, because we know you've worked really, really hard for this, and we're really, really grateful to have you as part of this football club. So, Scott Duxberry, I feel like we should give you a round of applause. Everybody in the studio.
Let's all give ourselves a round of applause, everyone. We're Watford, Premier League. Let's have it. Come on.
I think you're off to the pond, Scott. You're off for a lie down in a dark room somewhere, just to get your breath back. Wow, Scott Duxberry, Chris Stark, great to both have you here on the Hive Live Extra promotion party. We are Premier League, and we are here to celebrate that with you. We're going to be back with you very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere.